Hello. One of the things I see a lot and hear from parents is that kids don't know how to manage their money. It doesn't come naturally. They don't have that gene right out of the womb. You have to teach it. And if you didn't teach them money management or they watched you mismanage your money, my tutoring students tend to be, more wealthy. So they never had to worry about money. Usually, their parents got them what they wanted, handed them a credit card, never explained anything to them. That behind that credit card is a statement that needs to be paid. How do you pay it? How do you make money? So unless you're going to finance them with a an allowance through college and beyond, then they need to know how to manage their money and how to make that money. And for my mid-level kids that their parents don't give them everything, but they're not, hungry or anything, but they want to maybe save for their first car or go out with their friends or buy those $350 pair of sneakers their parents said no to. They also need to learn, but a different, angle. The angles are a little different, but the basics are the same. You can get a job as a teenager. It's not going to, it's going to be an eye opener because they think that, oh, I want that $350 pair of sneakers in 3 days. Yeah, wait till they find out what minimum wage is. But there are ways to make some better money if they're really responsible, and they need to have a discussion about responsibility and showing up when they say they're going to on time. Pet sitting is excellent. I had 6 dogs before, and my neighbor across the street had a little 12-year-old. I'm more than happy to hire her, and here's why. I checked with the vet and I checked with the boarding, and when we wanted to go on vacation, it was astronomical, ridiculous. I mean, like crazy. And this little girl was willing to do it for, $50. I'm okay with that, or sure, you can pay them a little more. You can also tip them, but figure out what the competition is and then undercut them. You're still going to make good money, but you're a young kid, and it doesn't hurt to have parents as a backup. I didn't necessarily need her parents as a backup, but I knew they were there and that they were going to help her out if she ran into a snag. So there are plenty of people willing to hire young people. There really are. You could advertise yourself as a playmate. I know it sounds crazy, but if you look at what an au pair or a nanny costs, or even a regular babysitter these days, is like $25 an hour and up. And that's for when the parents are at work. Their parents might just want somebody to keep their child occupied, actually just play with them for an hour or two. And you can make a boatload that way. I would easily hire them. I started babysitting when I was 11. So if you have brothers and sisters, this helps immensely because you can show them that you already know how to do it. But a lot of community places offer babysitting courses. I think that the Red Cross does that. Or you could get it online, get a little certificate that you have some common sense and you have backup numbers of your parents, and that's if parent isn't going to be on site. But usually if they just want a playmate, the parent's going to be there. So you really don't need all that backup. So there's those kinds of things. Then there's the older people that need help with their tech. I have kids, so that's great, but I have friends that don't, or their kids are not around and they're stuck. And I usually send my kids, but you can offer that tech help for people that need to reset their phone or set up their home computer. You'd be surprised. Call Best Buy, find out what that Geek Squad costs, and undercut them. And if they need proof, then just show them, like, this is what I did with my phone. This is what I did with mine. This is what I learned in a high school. Take a course on AllisonWithWhatL.com that shows that you know what you're doing. There are so many ways that you can help. My little sister, granted she's full grown because I'm old, but she became someone's personal chef, and that grew into six. And then I just came across something the other day that they're starting a business here in Austin that if you want someone to cook their meals, but basically they give you this is what we like. They pay you for shopping it if you do that, or you come in and you cook their meals and you put them in plastic containers and stick them in the freezer. She gets $60 an hour. You might have to start out a little bit lower, but that's okay. I mean, be creative and look at what is being offered. um, I used to have a craft business back when I was younger, and they're offering craft businesses here. These kids, they're charging $25 an hour per child. So if you just take two or three of them and let them do a little finger painting with, three colors, call Michaels, find out how much they charge and undercut them. Offer these things. There's so many things to be offered. You'd be surprised at your age. And people are okay with you being a little younger, especially when you have backup. So that's how to get a job. Then I'm trying to think of other things. Tutoring. If you're in high school and you're good at something, you can tutor your peers in high school or even middle school kids. And you find that online, of course, Craigslist, or you can go to your local library. There are so many things you can do. And I hope to go into a lot more of those. And then I hope to be able to explain to you in an easy manner how to save your money. And the first key to that is knowing what you want your money for.